Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump's tariffs and Warren Buffett. Don't forget about CSUN's Project Rebound fundraiser. The link is in the description. Just as a quick recap, Trump's tariffs were locked in against America's three largest trading partners, Canada, Mexico, and China. The stock market saw a massive drop as soon as he made the announcement. Overnight, the Chinese government responded to Trump's tariffs by slapping tariffs on chicken, pork, wheat, cotton, soy, and the list goes on. They also hit a U.S. biotech firm with restrictions. China seems to be mainly targeting American farmers. Canada responded by announcing immediate tariffs of 25% on more than $20 billion in U.S. imports, with an additional $86 billion to follow in 3 weeks. Prime Minister Trudeau said, quote, "Our tariffs will remain in place until the U.S. trade action is withdrawn." He added that his government was looking at non-tariff responses as well. China said they will fight until the bitter end. The Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta's GDP Now estimate for the first quarter has been revised down again to negative 2.8%. If that estimate holds, it's a really bad sign going forward. We haven't seen a quarter like that since the last time Trump was in office. But ignoring that, you'd have to go back almost 20 years to 2008 and the Great Recession. In a recent interview, Warren Buffett said something that has prompted a lot of questions. If you don't know about the Oracle of Omaha, he's kind of an investing guru. When you hear me talk about the Buffett indicator, it's named after him. So, what did he say? Quote, "Tariffs are actually, we've had a lot of experience with them. They're an act of war to some degree." Then, he talked about how people making big economic decisions should always ask, what happens next? Then, he talked about how we, as consumers, pay the literal price for the tariffs. It raises our prices. Or, as Buffett said, quote, "The tooth fairy doesn't pay 'em." He never really clarified what he meant by they're an act of war, and that's what the questions are about. What did he mean? I don't know. And I'm not willing to put words into his mouth. What do I mean when I say similar things? What are economic sanctions? They're a foreign policy tool short of war. One of the most common types is a trade embargo. What's the goal? To destabilize the economy by limiting trade by discouraging countries from exporting to the target country. What happens? The countries that don't participate in the embargo may still export, but generally not enough. So the products that do make it in are more expensive. The end result is that imports become more expensive. Other than severity, tell me the difference between that outcome and the outcome of the broad application of tariffs. Could that be what he meant? Maybe. But I think people might be looking for more meaning in his words than he meant. I know there's a habit of reading into every word the man says about the economy. I do it too. But we need to remember, it's Warren Buffett. He's a man who says things like, the tooth fairy doesn't pay him. He very well could have simply meant that tariffs are bad, and the act of war phrasing is just his way of saying it. Expect to get a lot of economic news this week. The word Trumpcession is already showing up in Reuters headlines. Our economic Humpty Dumpty didn't fall. He was pushed. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.